It's understandable when a person is going through a difficult or challenging time in their life, they often feel out of control and unsure of their next step. So these people will often turn to a psychic for some answers and guidance. Some clients are in only once or twice a year, most a bit more often than that, but some are in every week. And if this becomes a pattern, it can become an addiction. In this video, I'm going to explain what psychic addiction is, what the dangers of psychic addiction are, and offer you a few tips so you can break yourself of that addiction. Hello, I'm Wendy Rapp, spiritual life coach and intuitive reader. On this channel, I help you as a spiritually awakened person grow and evolve on your soul's journey. And if you're enjoying spiritual material like this, hit the subscribe button because I upload a new video every Sunday. So what is psychic addiction? Psychic addiction is when a person becomes dependent on their readings. The readings become a crutch for a person who's unable to process the fear, stress, and turmoil of their emotions and their life. So what are the signs of psychic addiction? Well, if you're going to a reader once or twice a month or every week, asking the same question, or if you go to multiple psychics looking to validate what someone has told you, or going to many different psychics to find someone who's going to tell you what you want to hear. Other signs of psychic addiction are you get nervous, anxious, or worried when you can't make an appointment the next day or that week with a reader, or you're spending money that you really need for life's necessities on psychic readings. If you're being told by family and friends that you have a psychic addiction, don't laugh it off because it's not a joke. Persons who have developed a psychic addiction are usually people who have developed an emotional dependency on their readings. And they're usually people who have an issue in front of them that is going to take time to resolve and to work through. But instead, they are in every week looking for that Band-Aid effect. They're looking for comfort from that reader. And why is psychic addiction dangerous? Well, when you're in every week looking for that comfort or that Band-Aid effect, and you're not doing the work, you're not facing the problem, you're not giving it time to resolve and to be worked through, trusting in the process, trusting that your angels and guides are there to support you, you are also robbing yourself of the ability to grow and evolve, both emotionally and spiritually. I've had clients who have come in every week asking questions about every decision they need to make that week. And what you need to understand is it is up to you to make those decisions. A psychic is here to offer you guidance and direction, but it's up to you, your free will, your karma, to make the decision that's going to help you work through a situation and that's going to help your soul grow and evolve. And some people, when they're in expectation of a certain outcome, will go into a reader every week. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Well, you can't go in for readings as if it's a magic bullet that's going to make it happen for you. A reading is not going to coax the situation along or hurry it along for you. Usually when there's a situation that has an outcome you desire, it's because there's work you have to do for yourself in order to bring that change into your life. And when you have an attachment to the outcome and a dependency on when it's going to happen, that can also impede your own progress through that situation. And when you come in for a reading, it's as if you're saying to Spirit, I trust you. I know you're going to help me achieve this goal according to my highest good. And then you need to surrender it to them. Now, people who often come in every week asking the same questions, I often find it's because they're very reluctant or hesitant or just blocking the fact that they need to do their own work. Even after you surrender that issue, whatever that goal is that you have, you need to do your work in between the readings. So what are some of the steps you can take to help yourself break free from a psychic addiction? Well, the first one I'm a little reluctant to mention only because it could be trading one addiction for another. But I would suggest getting an oracle deck that you really like, something you're called to. And every day as you're doing your work, working through whatever this issue is with the guidance the psychic gave you, pull one card, and I mean one card. Ask Spirit for a message and pull one card, just one. And then look at the message on that card, read whatever's in that little book that they usually give in the oracle decks, and meditate for a little bit on that message and what it means to you and how you should be applying it throughout your day. And then keep that message, that thought of that message with you throughout the day. It will offer you guidance as you're working through whatever your issue is. It may even be helpful to take a picture of that card so it's on your phone as a reminder. And don't forget, you have your own connection to the divine. We are all connected to the divine. You have a connection to your angels and guides. So every day as you're working through whatever this issue is, ask Spirit to give you a sign that you're on the right track. And then it's going to be up to you to put your awareness out throughout the day to be mindful of that sign coming to you. And if you get a sign and you're not sure it's a sign or not, I would say thank you for that sign regardless, and write it down. Maybe later it will make more sense to you. It's okay in the beginning to question it, and that's why when I started doing that years ago, I would ask for a sign. I always had a little notepad, and I would write the question or what the issue was, and then I would ask for the sign, and I would write the sign that I received. And sometimes they didn't make sense, but I felt it was a sign. And then over time I saw how it played out and that it was a sign, and I began to trust more and more in my own abilities to be able to perceive of what they're trying to tell me. So try that. It really does help, and it helps you to also open up your own intuition when you do that. And another thing that might be helpful is creating a sacred space in your home. And it doesn't have to be anything big and elaborate, just a corner of a room, but decorate it in colors that are soothing to you. Make it a very comfortable place for you to sit. Have candles, crystals, flowers, whatever appeals to you, whatever is soothing to you. Use that corner to speak to Spirit. And even if you aren't somebody who meditates on a regular basis, if you use that corner to just sit and pray or put your thoughts out to the divine, trust me, they are always speaking to you. And when they see that you have the intention to hear them, that you want to communicate, you'll start opening those channels more. And you will receive inspired, divinely inspired thoughts and messages that will be helpful to you as you're moving through whatever the issue is. The purpose of a reading is to receive guidance from your spirit helpers. The intention of that guidance is to inspire you to take action. And it is through your actions that you will be able to work through and resolve an issue and also help your soul grow and evolve. I hope that information was helpful for you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. You can link up with me on social media. The links are below in the description box. And if you have any questions or comments about the material or anything else, you can leave it in the comments section below, because I'd love to hear from you. As always, remember, you are a spark of the divine. Share your light with the world. Blessings.